It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Stroud begins with a pass. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A carry here for Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On play action. Stroud. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Hodge. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Browns offense and their wide receivers. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Going for it all.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now give on the ground. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Spiller. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Browns extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Brown. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Brown. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And Here comes third down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Browns. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Stroud. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Bills offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he is out of bounds, well shy of the marker. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Stroud to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to throw yet again. He gets it complete. That's high. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New...
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. A short one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Back to the air again on second and 10. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Browns offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdowns. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. To throw is Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. Throw across his body is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been terrific all game long. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
First down throw there is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here's Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's a Browns first down. Here's Stroud. That one underneath to Spiller.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go. And he
fumbled the football. The Browns have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. That's caught. It's high. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Quick throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.